This is Pearl. Pearl is young. She's only 3. And this is her first time off the farm. Pearl is a good girl. She can get a little close to the sheep because she's young, especially if they don't do what she wants them to. These sheep are called Katahdin sheep. They're hair sheep, which means that you don't have to shear them. Their hair, their fleece naturally sheds. They're considered a meat breed as far as raising livestock. So we have some volunteers today that are very brave. They're going to be kid pylons. Pearl doesn't see them. She's so focused on the sheep. You may have heard of other herding breeds, but the Border Collie is the only breed that moves the sheep by looking them in the eye. So when they're puppies, and we're trying to decide if they're going to be good sheep herders or stock herders, you'll hear the trainers say they've got eye, or they don't have their eye yet. That means they don't see the sheep and start moving them by staring at their eye. These 3 are wethers, which means they're castrated males. Very sweet breed. And we love this breed because they're easy to train to mind the dogs. Good job, Pearl. Carol Ann and Pearl make that look easy, don't they? Yeah. She's saying sometimes the handler doesn't get the whistle sound out quick enough. You see how far out the dog is coming to make sure the sheep do what they're supposed to do? That's a smart dog that knows how close to get to the sheep. Good girl, Pearl. Nice job, girl, baby. Thank you, kids. Free sheet to all the parents that let their kids volunteer. You gotta take them in your car though. What we're gonna do now is bring more than one dog out onto the field. So Carolyn is gonna demonstrate how to work more than one dog at a time with 2 sets of whistles, which requires a lot of concentration. This is Lane. Lane is 6 years old. She recently came off maternity leave. So she's now a working mom.
Good save.
Exactly. It's amazing how smart the dogs are to know which whistle is theirs and to not move when she whistles for the other dog to move. Shall we try it with 3? What do you guys think?
Go. Let's go.
Come on, Pete. Get back in there. Pete says, well, I am the only one with the dress on. This is a very handy skill set working the sheep at home when you have large numbers of sheep. The Border Collie's natural instinct is to go and get the sheep and bring them to the shepherd. So to train a dog, even a Border Collie, to push sheep away or do what we call drive the sheep is much harder than Carolyn thinks it would. And these dogs don't practice this at home in a small area with 3 sheep and 3 of them working. So that's what we call driving. The sheep are scared of all of you. They're wanting to stay in the middle. Now at home, the sheep always feel safe with the shepherd. And since your Border Collie, football fields away to pick up sheep and bring them back to you. So they're a necessity on a big sheep farm or a cattle farm, cattle ranch. They do the work of many, many people with ease. The puppies that Lane just had are actually Pete and Lane puppies. So they're on the ground. I'll bring one out in a minute and show you.
Look away.
Okay, I can try to work and talk a little bit at the same time. So just to show the difference in the whistles, I'll try to make this dog over here, Pearl, come toward me. So this is her left whistle. The stop whistle on all three dogs is the same, just so my feet come toward me. And you'll notice there's a difference in how they move and act. Just like people, the Border Collies all have different personalities. As you can tell, Pearl is young, full of fire, wants to do it all, wants to do it fast. Pete's kind of laid back, and he says, let's just let the girls do work. I'll just lay over here in the shade. He says, after all, I don't have to wear a dress. And then Lane, she's usually pretty full of fire herself, but she's getting a little age on her now, so she's slowing down a little bit. So I'm going to put Lane, the one over there, to her left. And again. And Pete to his right. Move up a little bit. It's hard to jog with stockings on. And then I'm going to let Pearl come all the way around to me. Now we call this a dog pen. When we've got the sheep in the middle of all the dog fights. Like it? Okay. It's a little hard to keep them here. Because the sheep do not want to be close to the dogs. And can y'all tell which dog the sheep are most worried about? Usually the one they're looking at. The dogs learn patience. They know when it's a slow, tedious time that they need to be slower, easier getting up. And then they know if sheep are trying to get away, they'll kick in some speed. Now Pearl can't stand it for everything to be still. She thinks it needs to be moving all the time.
Cheers.
That's probably about as close as the sheep are going to let all these dogs get to it. If you have questions about herding dogs, we'll be glad to answer. If you can get our attention, try to hear your question and answer it.
Anyone have any questions?
We can do some of the quick.
Like,
What's their reward? What are they working for? I can answer that. Working is
can the dog separate one sheep from the other two?